That is no longer available. What? What the fuck is happening? Holy shit. Viewers. Okay, is it now connected on Rumble? Is it doing it? I think I'm live again. New stream though. Big fucking bummer. The biggest of them bummers. I hate it. I hate everything. Fucking hell. And all of a sudden, the connection just got lost all of a sudden. And I can blame only nobody. It's literally a thing I can't do shit about yet. Shit about it. Okay, I'm just gonna get chat. Sometimes shit like that happens. Big boomer. Oh, it was Nielsen. What happened? I don't know what happened. I mean, at one point, connection got lost. But it's an issue, a European issue overall. It started yesterday. Many people reported that on YouTube mainly was like an issue with YouTube. Like whole Europe was like blacked out from YouTube for some reason. I had no issues yesterday yet, really. YouTube, yes, but today it seems to be even worse. So it's just swapped over on Rumble. So I had to create a new stream because it just didn't want to do it. Like reconnecting on the same streams. Let me reload stuff in Social Ninja chat. It is awkward. It's super awkward. I can't blame Rumble. I can't blame anybody, anything, what. It's just what it is. Remove that. Mute that. Now, which stream is that? It is very awkward. Let me just add the newest stream on my Social Ninja streamer. Activate source, close, mute for me. Okay. We are as back as we can be. We are as back as we can be. Reposted. Let me just say first, thank you, Snooty, for the 3 gifted on the broken stream. And this might break again, too. I don't know why that happens, but some backbones in Europe seem to have troubles with connecting servers across the globe right now. 3 gifted by Snooty, much appreciated, and 1 by Bimo, much appreciated too. So let's just continue. That's all I can do right now. Continue with the news. Maybe restart this article here. That's all I can do. Good video now. Yeah, I hope it stays like that. That's all I can hope for. Steam makes a big change to how review scores are calculated. Valve is overhauling how Steam reviews are displayed in a new update it announced on Monday. The percentage score usually assigned to games based on the number of positive and negative user reviews will now exclude reviews written in other languages. The change comes as Steam becomes an increasingly popular global PC storefront, and routine review bombing from players in specific regions can torpedo a game's rating for everyone on the platform. And like I said, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because, for example, I had now many in Europe have still issues with connections. And if you have not the infrastructure like globally to provide it to your games, it is still in some sort like a game issue, you know? Could be a game issue, especially if you have a live service connected strongly to your game. It might be a bigger problem. So I'm a little bit split. Is it good or is it bad if you would also split the reviews just because of regions? Because right now, for example, in the US, probably people have no issues with Steam or Rumble or YouTube. But obviously, I am in Europe right now. I have a lot of issues. It's not only Rumble, by the way, not only Rumble Studio, by the way. I had a lot of issues today. I hoped like I'm gonna feel nothing while streaming, but it happened. Just connection dropped to Rumble Studio. I had a lot of those articles not showing up, not loading, and many of those sites, Kotaku had an issue, Polygon had issue, and GameSpot had issues. So for me, that is. I assume in the US that was not a problem. And right now I am doing via VPN. Usually I'm streaming directly from my OBS to a different nation. That's all I can say right now, and it seems to work for now. Steam's growth since then into an even larger global presence means customers in different regions of the world may have vastly different experiences from each other for the same game. Valve explained in a new blog post. Yeah, and that seems to be still a game issue, though, in some sort. There are a variety of reasons this may happen for a particular game, including translation issues, cultural references, poor network connections. Yeah, I feel that right now. And many others, things that overall review scores haven't been able to capture until now. Calculating a language-specific review score means that we can better distill the sentiment of these different groups of customers, and in doing so, better serve potential customers that belong to those groups. I think, though, in the back end, you still know if somebody has issue in a region, or a whole region has issues with your services, your games, and all that. So why you need to split the reviews in that manner too? Just maybe weird. Not every game will be impacted by the changes. Valve said it will only start calculating language-specific review scores for games with at least 2,000 total publicly visible user reviews, and at least 200 written in a particular language. Players can now click through the review score section of the game's Steam store page to get a breakdown of the scores across different languages. While this will now be the default mode for review scores on Steam, everyone will still have the option to toggle back to the old system to see like the whole score of the reviews, not like the languages themselves, what they were written, but the score is here the more important thing. What do you think about that? Is that a good change? Are you looking forward to such a change in general? Or you want to see like the whole score, including regions that might have problems, maybe bad language translations and all that, maybe just bad, poor network connections. You want to see the whole thing, or you want to be just in your region review locked? Tell me in the chat. How about that? But yes, let's get to the main attraction, and I hope I can bring it through without any issues from now on. This came out yesterday, and it goes throughout the whole industry right now, making a big deal out of it, and I think they are lying. I think they are not honest with us. I think they are just making up fucking charts. The best-selling game of 2025 in Europe so far is a game from 2024, beating Assassin's Creed Shadows. The Game Business has published a top 20 chart for the year of up to the end of July 28, citing data covering 15 major European markets, courtesy of European charts company GSD. According to the chart, the best-selling new game of 2025 so far across Europe, that is, the best-selling game that was actually released in 2025, is Assassin's Creed I Can't Breathe Edition. I just can't believe it. I don't trust this statement right out of the gate. I think that's BS for various reasons, but I don't think Europeans are more stupid than the rest of the world. I just can't believe it for some reason. However, the chart also notes that the overall number of one spot doesn't belong to Assassin's Creed Shadow, but a game that was released in 2024 instead. According to the GSD information, the best-selling game so far in Europe this year is EA Sports FC 25, which was released back at the end of September 2024. This means the latest edition of EA's series has still managed to top this year's charts despite racking up 3 months of sales beforehand. There are some caveats in GSD's charts, the most notable being that Mario Kart World, which sits in 9th position, only counts physical copies sold and not digital ones. Given that the vast majority of Switch 2 consoles sold this year have included a digital copy of Mario Kart World, GSD hasn't been able to provide full sales figures for Nintendo's game. Not only for that, but none fucking figures at all. I'm gonna show you in a second here. Nintendo's latest financial report says that as of the end of June, it has sold 1.34 million Switch consoles across Europe, but it didn't specify how many of these were the Mario Kart World Bundle, which is roughly, I checked out a little bit, I've tried to find like numbers and estimates and all that. Throughout all global sales and all global markets, all regions, it's roughly everywhere 75% of every Switch 2 got sales with the bundle or sold separately with the console at the very same time. Lol, dumb Europeans. Some of us are not the smartest, I agree. It also hasn't specified how many copies of the game were sold on the Switch 2 eShop. For example, by players who could only find the standalone Switch 2 and wanted a digital copy of Mario Kart World. So a definitive figure for Europe can't be reached without this information. Non-definitive figures will be shown in a minute here. In all, GSD says 71 million PC and console games have been sold across the major European markets so far this year, of which 74% were digital. This is a drop of 6% year on year. I think it might be way higher because the majority of physical games are still just you put it in your console. In the PC market, it's way, way fucking worse, by the way. But even the consoles are just put the disc in. Oh, we need to download a lot of gigabytes for your physical copy, whatever. But yes, sales-wise, yes, the disc is being sold mainly on consoles sites there. It remains to be seen whether EA Sports FC 25 will be able to cling on to the top spot by the end of the year, or whether it will be overtaken by its successor, EA Sports FC 26, or one of the holiday season's returning FPS competitors, Call of Duty, Black Ops 7, or Battlefield 6, you motherfucking writer, journalist, gamer journalist there. 6, not 7. He is already in the future. Like, 6 comes out in a month or so, and 7 will come out this year still, in his eyes. It's just a typo, chill out. But it shows like how accurate those game journalists usually are, right? Last year, the best-selling game across Europe ended up being EA Sports FC 25, followed by Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and EA Sports FC 24. Blah, blah, blah. And we have this other website who claims the same. I just wanted to show that it goes throughout the game journalist industry. All claim that Assassin's Creed Shadows being the best-selling game in Europe 2025, which came out also in 2025. And so you can go to the source of this whole crap, to the game business. You can read all this crap. I did it. And the problem is all those numbers don't provide sources. The sources is the GSD, but you're not going to get the source like linked here. You're not going to get like sales number. They are not going to show that crap to you at all. And my biggest issue with that is if you don't provide like solid numbers of which game really sold, how many copies. I don't care digital or physical, or you need to provide both actually, right? How you can make up the list in the first place. Like, how the fuck do you know? If you give me just percentage-wise, how the heck you know that Assassin's Creed, which was released this year, and it actually flopped, the one big statement Ubisoft made was 2 million players! Thank you for the 2 million players! Not sales. Not on the subscription based, how many were on the subscription on the Ubiplay or whatever they call it, Uconnect or whatever. Just 2 million players was the last big announcement done by them. And you're telling me now in Europe this game was sold most in 2025, released in 2025. I just think that's a big pile of steaming dog shit. Like a gigantic pile. Again, you be reminded of the pile in Jurassic Park, right? It's gonna be even a bigger pile, just dog shit, not even dino shit. So how can make up this list in the first place? If you are not able to provide the numbers, there's no way for normal people like to adjust and to verify the list in the first place. EA Sports makes sense. EA Sports FC, the football, the soccer stuff, always sells very well, no matter how good or bad it is. It is just people want to see the newest teams and all that every fucking year. So it's gonna be that. Grand Theft Auto, I assume it still sells a lot, so it makes sense. It's very high. But still, how the fuck can it be that Mario Kart World, despite the asterisks, and they tell you again, it's digital data available only. How can you make the assignment that Assassin's Creed is sold so much that it's actually top one for 2025? I don't know how you can make that fucking mind up this way. So nothing in this list I can trust. Nothing. Because you don't provide any numbers. You just tell me in percentage. You just tell me 71 million PC games were sold in Europe. And then you just split it up. No fucking links here. Zero. Like zero verification potential here. It's just a pile of steaming BS. I find it weird. What do you think about this? That list seems off. The whole list is off. It doesn't seem so. It is off. Without any like hard numbers here, just giving me percentage without any links either, without any sources, without any references. We're just going to trust GSD in that matter. Just trust them. Leading GSD analyst, Sam Nagy. Yeah, I'm just going to trust you, the game business. And the problem is, like I showed you with those game portals, they just take that article and just repeat it in their own words, repeat it, parroting it in their own words, making up like the lines, putting some sentiments together here and there, according to your own words or your own language. You're just repeating stuff that you didn't verify yourself. It just shows that the world of gaming is very fucked, I think, especially in the sales stuff. Never trust them. Again, I don't believe for a second Assassin's Creed sold that much, especially because they showed us in the past you can't verify their numbers. 2 million players. Since I had the big troubles, I wasted a lot of people's time, I guess. We are already 1 hour in today. We're gonna just mention this last piece here, and then we are done. Pixar's Elio is available to pre-order on 4K Blu-ray, includes steelbook case. Pixar's charming animated film Elio has another chance to find a wider audience in a few weeks. Elio releases on 4K Blu-ray and Blu-ray September 9th. And pre-orders for Elio's limited edition steelbook are now available for $45 at Walmart and Amazon. Like other recent Disney and Pixar films, Elio's 4K Blu-ray edition is only available for a collectible steelbook case. A standard Blu-ray edition is also up for pre-order for only $25 at Walmart. Prices are $45 for this movie. I think Disney has lost their mind completely. Why I took this particular movie as a release is because Elio was a big, gigantic flop for Disney. Despite, I want to remind everybody, despite Disney changed a lot. Elio was actually some queer child, supposedly, at the beginning. And they changed the whole story up. They remade the whole thing again to make it digestible for the audience. And still, it fucking flopped hard, really hard. I think the whole production and marketing costs were about 250 million or some crap like that. And I guess we can just check it out right now. Elio, the numbers. Hopefully we're gonna get right away how much it made back in box office numbers. Queer Child, how novel. Yeah. I'm telling you, they are crazy. And even like the newest trailer that came out after they changed him, the character not being queer anymore, and all that gay queer crap was not in the story anymore. The trailer told you like, take it till you make it. So after the whole run, it made globally 150 million US dollars, which is not a lot. That's like 75, just break it in half, which goes back to Disney in total. With a production cost and marketing cost for 250 million, it's a big fucking flop. You made $0 there, and you try to make some dollars with the steelbook, $45 US, which I assume you're gonna sell jack shit of that too. I'm surprised that it still went up to 150 million US. Big flop. Disney, Pixar. Pixar did a lot of flops the last 10 years, actually. None of those Disney, Pixar in particular movie really made any money anymore. Once this powerhouse, this fucking hit after hit production company, just now in the fucking shitter. Which is weird, right? But maybe not too weird because it's Disney after all, right? I think their downhill trajectory there for Pixar was when they started to make sequels and bad sequels. Cars 2, I think Cars 3 was there. Plane 1, 2, 3. Nobody cares for those sequels. They just tried really hard to make those sequels good. What a mess, man. What a mess. There you have it. Go buy Elio. Then no more queer. Little boy who gets abducted by aliens and is gonna fake it till he makes it. Whatever he makes, he's gonna fake it. Isn't that weird? Isn't that like a weird fucking motivation line? Or is it gonna motivate you? Fake it till you make it. Stupid as fuck. Anyhow, it was a painful process today with streaming, unfortunately. It is what it is, man. It is some weird ass European internet problem. Probably some backbones just don't want to work as they should, but it is what it is. I thank you anyway for the very generous gifted subscriptions on Rumble there. Snooty with 3, Beamer with 1. Much appreciated. That's a lot of money to keep, not the lights on, but just keep me motivating, doing it for you guys. I hope you had memorized some news articles today. Especially, don't trust top charts selling, top selling charts there. Have a great day wherever you are. Morning, evening, whatever it might be, like Ever Eden. Very dark at her place. Every day, 10 a.m. Eastern, here on this channel, Switzerland Play It, on Rumble, YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. The Angry Game News. I'm gonna report on news about video games hardware, some movies, some show stuff. And I try to bring you the more awkward, more unknown stuff because you overlook a lot of stuff. Because a lot of stuff is happening every day, especially in video game stuff. Yeah. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.